So, Dell sent me this picture about a new thrift shop opening up. Like, holy shit, are we actually gonna do a new video on this channel? Let's go! Welcome back to the channel, guys. I know it's been a long time since we did a video. In fact, I know it's been so long because look at this first clip. There's snow on the ground from last winter.
Well, cool little shop, but she wouldn't let me record inside, but I picked up a McFarlane Evgeny Nabokov, an old San Jose Sharks goalie, listed at $5, and then a Princess Leia Power of the Force. They were both marketed at $5 each. I know, don't tell anyone, but I didn't pay tax on them, and I wound up getting both of them for $8. So, good store, but they just won't let you record inside. $70 for a NES. $10 for an N64 controller, Ren. $10 for an N64 controller.
NASCAR?
Is it a real one?
We're not playing NASCAR. That's pretty cool.
Is it real?
$350 for the. Hey, look at that.
Oh.
I
Pretty
can,
cool. That's it.
I can clean it up. I can
You got
look
it?
at this.
How much?
I don't know if they would part it out. Look, it says $350 for everything.
What? Get
But
that.
look, there's a box Atari.
Oh, is that the Darth Vader model?
Yep, it's the Vader.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look, box GameCube.
With the Darth
GameCube.
Vader model? What are you talking about?
He's not educated.
Yeah, we'll explain to you fast, Ren. So for Ataris, there's the 4 switch and the 6 switch, and then there's an all black that they call the Vader because it looks like Darth
Yeah.
Vader, and then there's the one with the fake wood, and they call it the Woody.
You think they just sell the box?
Stateside, I always have to pop into this particular, it's called an indoor flea market, but it's, you know, just like a thrift shop as well. This one isn't consignment, everything's bought and sold by these two partners, and I always have to stop in here. This one's called Everything Under the Sun Indoor Flea Market. Most of their games on the shelves are $6 plus tax all the time, and you have to dig because they always replenish what they have. Most of the time it's going to be sports or super common games, and you know, that's not a bad thing because you can fill up your collections going through all of this. And oh look, I did put the text up there. It's about $6.50 with tax, and this is GameCube, Xbox One, 360, PS3, PS2, Nintendo 64, Genesis, some Super Nintendo, NES, all of that good stuff. So it's always worth checking out these shelves before you check what he has behind the glass. And there's also a great assortment of toys. I'm sure I've showed this in a video before, but if you are new to the channel, first of all, thank you for stopping. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far. But like I said, he's got a bunch of toys. There's obviously DVDs, VHS, different kinds of music, there's jewelry, there's clothes. It's a good collection of your standard thrift shop fare. But the first two rooms is usually what I focus on because it is video games and toys / collectibles.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody!
Now, if you're paying attention at home, you will be able to compare and contrast how much this place has changed over a few months. They have pretty good turnover because you'll see some clips I'm actually thrifting with my winter jacket on, and then other times you'll see that it was just a few weeks ago. Now, something about this thrift shop, depending on how much time you have, could be awesome or infuriating, because a lot of the boxes of comics and different figures and toys and accessories, he just keeps dumping new on top of it. They get mixed together, people pick through, stuff on the shelf just gets pushed on. So at a glance, sometimes you might be like, oh, nothing's changed in a few weeks or a few months, and then other times you'll look and actually dig and find a lot of new items.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna get everything. I'm gonna get better stuff than them with $10. Watch. Follow Red and Runner Inc.
What's the first one you found, Jack?
Found ET.
On the Atari 2600. Are you getting it?
Probably it.
You thinking about it?
Yeah.
Looks good with all the games behind you too. That could be your perfect thumbnail.
Now, I guess I didn't record it, but if you watch this shelf, it might be gone later because my nephew actually breaks it.
Voices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jenny,
Okay, you guys need to have a side job on the weekend.
Oh, they're both working.
Yeah.
Don't forget please and thank yous. Got Wheel of Fortune Family Edition, TNC, Sky Shark, Blades of Steel,
Top Gun. Steel Blade. And
there's something valuable with this one.
that's something I gotta
I
keep
think there's
doing.
something valuable with this one.
what is it?
It's a Tetrasphere.
Tetris here.
Yeah, there's some like secret thing about it. It's like really rare title. It's really good though.
Again, if you look around, you'll see the difference from when I was in there in early April to now when we're back in here in, I think this was late August, early September. I'd say like 20 to 30 new consoles on the tabletop, as well as stored underneath in the basket. There's a lot of manuals, records, and you can see the shelves are completely refilled, and that whole back wall is all just GameCube and PS2 now.
Once or twice over. $10 with your mom, so you only get 10.
Nice, okay.
Oh, kick him out. Go sit in the van. Throw him out.
I'm so sorry.
Throw him out.
I'm so sorry.
Nothing being harmed.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, my son has a truck and it's actually for him.
He is good about letting stuff sit like 3 days.
I got a $50 limit now after my purchase at the other store. Saw nothing.
Found the jackpot.
There's Super Nintendo, DS, Dreamcast,
The Atari.
NES games here.
called a Skylanders.
That's your copy defender.
This is what they're called. I might pick up one of these. I picked up the Rumble Pack for $7.
Why wouldn't you grab it for $7?
I picked up.
Look at that Great Kart Legend of Zelda.
Why is it weird?
Why is that weird?
I don't know.
It's not gold.
It's supposed to be gold.
Yeah.
Our last stop of the day was this cool arcade and pub. You can get pizza, sandwiches. Obviously, there are adult beverages, but it's open to the public. They had I'd say about a dozen arcade games, and I thought it was just a really fun way to end off the day. Now, 2 weeks later, I'm back on my own just to check out what the newest thrift shop looked like, because I had seen on they don't have a website or a Facebook page yet, but they do post on the online yard sale that they have in their local area. So I saw that they had said a few new vendors were there, as well as some new video games, board games, books, what have you. So I was in the area and I decided to head back out there. I found a few more things, and there are a lot more vendors. This is a 2-floor indoor thrift shop, indoor flea market, whatever you want to say. This is consignment. You can have your own booths, and I'd say there was about 10 more vendors just in the last 2 weeks. So that's a positive sign for this store, and I wish them well. I will continue to shop there as long as they keep getting cool stuff in.
Try to attempt that. $29.99 for that one.
Is there any wiggle room on that?
I can call her and see if she'll do any wiggle room. Usually she's firm on her items.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It doesn't hurt her. If you don't mind.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Might be one of the more trickier aspects of a new thrift or consignment place, though. Everyone just put their stuff on the shelves, so most sellers are trying to get full asking price for what they're selling. Not a lot of vendors wanted to do any deals, bundle, haggle, what have you. I did wind up knocking a couple of bucks off the boxed NES game, but they wouldn't budge off $80 for the Game Boy. Probably my one regret of the return. I looked at this for a couple of minutes. It was an old WWF WrestleMania challenge. It was a handheld, batteries. It was by Acclaim. You know, kind of looked like the Tiger handhelds. It was only $10. I thought about it. I put it back down, and I just didn't come back to this section. I probably would have bought it. You know, just put it on the shelf with my other. It would have sat there with my other handhelds. Maybe if it's there in about a month or two. I'll scoop it up. I don't know much about VHS selling. I don't collect them, but I know that there's a lot of people that I watch that collect and sell these. These are all sealed. They're all those big clamshell cases. I don't know if they have value. If you see anything that does, you know, obviously put it down in the comments, and maybe I would pick it up in a future trip. But you know, I see that fairly often, sealed VHS cassettes. So when I see how much they're selling for from some of the picker videos that I watched, I'm shocked. A couple of Mighty Maxes missing all of their pieces. There's an old He-Man vehicle. It's missing its seatbelt. I think that was $6. There's a few lunch boxes. This vendor usually has a lot of great 80s and 90s toys, including this Castle Grayskull. It's been sitting here for a minute. He's been charging $100 for the longest time, but now there's a make me an offer sticker on it. So, you know, let's make that our final question of the week, guys. What would you pay for that Castle Grayskull? And to end out the video, like I always like to do, here are all the pickups. Most of the stuff that I picked up from the last thrifting, and as much as I can remember of what I grabbed a few months ago. So we start off, I got the home video game complete in box, which is a Pong clone. I spent $40 on it, but it looks really, really cool. $18 total. I got 3 SNES games. One of my random Genesis loose pickups. This was the 6-pack for $6.50. It's got some pretty solid games on it. I'm a sucker for these. I know a lot of people aren't fans of it, but this is the Episode 1 Jar Jar Binks. $5, why not? For $3, I picked up a Stone Protectors. This is Zoc, but he's missing some stuff. $10 for 2 complete baseball Genesis games, RBI and World Series. 3 more NES games for the collection. I spent $18 on these guys. Had a $30 sticker price, got them down to $22. This is a great card of The Legend of Zelda. Another Episode 1 character again for $5, Queen Amidala. Power of the Force, $5, Princess Leia. I'm not going to attempt to butcher these next 2 names, but this is a Shadow of the Empire Star Wars figure for $5 and a complete in-box NES game for $20. For $5 to add to the Game Boy collection, I picked up a copy of Solitaire. Why not? $6, this was a boxed Sears radio-controlled Porsche. Looks pretty good even if it doesn't actually work anymore. $10 got me 2 Magnavox Odyssey 2 games, KC Munchkin, and Bowling/Basketball. Dal actually found this for me. This is a Masters of the Universe Mega Construct set. Was on sale, normally like $50, got it for $31. I got a bunch of NES games to add to the collection. Shockingly, I only have a double of Narc after picking up those 6. And that's gonna do it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around and waiting this long for a video to come out. I'm definitely going to be a lot more active on the channel here on out, so thanks again for watching, guys, and catch you on the next one.